All right, so once again, in honor of Receptor, who is not here this evening, as he would say, we all green and go. A little Australian, wasn't it? Well, sorry, I'll have to work on my Welsh. But here we go. So we are live for our second match of the evening. We have Vital Signs versus Hybrid Theory. Now, we do have to invite some of the players in just because of host issues. So once they have safely entered the courts and we are ready to play, we will pass the ball off and begin this match. So congratulations again to Cregosaur. He won the copy of the Xbox 360 South Park The Stick of Truth for, well, the Xbox 360. And all he did that was by following us at Grifbrawl Hub and sending us a tweet about his nickname for the Gravity Hammer. So again, be on the lookout because we do have a copy of the Xbox One title, Fighter Within, to share with everybody. And by everybody, I mean one person who we will randomly select. So keep your eye on the Grifball Twitter or the Grifball Hub Twitter for your chance to win. Very, very exciting stuff. All right, so we have 3 red in. So we are getting there soon. Hopefully we will have everybody and we will be able to get this game started. You thought you were winning the cat. I would be more than happy to ship Simon along with you. You just have to convince Cal. You don't have to convince me.
Not gonna happen.
I think Cal said we can make it happen. So I'll be sending Simon along. All right, we have 4 players on the court for red. We have 4 players on the court for blue. And as I am on blue team, I will be calling it from the Vital Signs perspective. All right, here we go, tip-off time, and it is a toss-up ball right in the beginning, and it is Hybrid Theory who come up with the ball at the tip-off. And they are wasting no time steamrolling towards the goal, and that is Silent Viper, I believe, who just kind of like Muffin in the previous game, went beast status, creating a massive lane for Gingy, his runner, to come barreling through and putting points on the board. And I've got to say, I am very happy that Gingy is on the red team because us Gingers need to, I think it's good representation for our county. All right, here we go, round 2. But this time it is Vital Signs who come up with the tip-off. Having to take a couple steps back and reestablish their offensive line. Runner coming near side. All the way right up against the window, bounces off, gets sorted in the face by Taylor Can. Ball is free in right near or on the spawn points. And yeah, Cal, there's a black screen. Is there a reason for the black screen, Cal?
Back now.
Okay, and it's back, so no worries, it is back. That makes the commentary all that more important. All right, so we have runner right underneath the announcer's box, going back and forth, hard to kind of keep track of. I believe that was Killer's Legit, passes the ball diagonally behind him, and now, once again, Hybrid Theory is doing their thing. It's one stiff arm, the runner does, and that is hard to tell who that is. Taylor Can passes to the far side, and trying to make some space on that far side. Their tanking lineup is giving a lot of space. They've got someone streaking straight toward the goal. He sees them. Can he get there in time? No, it's right there. It's right there. He picks it up. But I think that was, I can't tell. There's absolute bedlam here on the court. It is absolute chaos and almost impossible to tell who did what. But great heads-up play by Hybrid Theory. Just did not go off with the perfection that they needed. Clutch stiff arm by Vital Signs runner right on the plant. I don't think you could have cut that closer if you had tried and scripted it. But here comes Vital Signs looking to make a nice clean press across the plant, and they do. That was T-Rain to King with the point. So we are 1-all, but these teams going back and forth, tit for tat. Am I allowed to say that? I'm allowed to say tit for tat? Okay, good.
Ricochet.
I know it's a family show here on Wednesday Night Grifbrawl, so wanna keep it PG, wanna keep it clean. Round 3.
New ball spawn.
Ball is still waiting to be picked up. Finally is snatched up by Vital Signs, going for the pro run, but is just a little bit off target and has to pass the ball back to Amber and Michael, who has it. So Amber and Michael is one person, so do not be confused. She is on the far side, running for Vital Signs. All alone, she's trapped in a conundrum and does the wise thing to pass the ball to Big Al. That's right, good old Big Al, who then has to cross back to the other side. And not the cleanest path. The ball's just sitting there. There's pressure from Hybrid Theory. Not a very pretty sight from Vital Signs, but they do manage to emerge unscathed. It is still Amber and Michael with possession, strafing to the near side, turning back behind her tanks, and that Silent Viper, again, being a bit of a beast on his tanking sprees. He got at least a triple, possibly a kill tack there. But now it's Vital Signs on the counterattack. They are pressing high, taking out the trailing tank, and they still have 2 free to go forward. That is Panther Lily up top, and now Big Al. Big Al is left. I'm sorry, that's T-Rain. T-Rain left, and he... No, not T-Rich Cal. Cal, stop trying to confuse me. You're a mean person. Alright, Vital Sign is trapped in the corner. It is vital they escape from this, and that is not a bad sign. And here they go, on the near side, streaking up towards the Hybrid Theory plant. Hybrid Theory greets them with 3 happy little hammers. And Vital Signs is going to have to switch it up a bit because their tanks are being just absolutely obliterated. I think that was Big Al, chucks the ball across the plant, but it is going to end up in possession of Hybrid Theory. Panther Lily goes for the lunge and gets beat down. And if I call her Tiger Lily at some point, I very much apologize for my Disney upbringing, but I will do my very best to call her Panther Lily, because that is in fact her name. So there goes Lily, going up, putting good pressure on the runner, keeping him from escaping too far, but not able to put the death blow upon him. Runner staying high and tight, running, goes up against Big Al, but Big Al slaps him down and says, no, 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 not here. With position, Big Al now going up top with T-Rain, not T-Ridge Cal. T-Rain gets a solid double, leaving his runner in a one-on-one situation. Runner avoids it, trying to drop in behind Amber and Michael, who is up top, but she doesn't last long enough to create the kind of space that Big Al was going to need to make that happen. Vital Signs playing pretty well, nice and tight with the runners, or the runner and the tanks. Not a lot of betrayals. So of course, as soon as I say that, they all explode into red X's of sadness. Ball is free. It's a toss-up in the corner. We've got 2 Vital Signs players crashing down upon it. The ball is just spiraling around in the center. It takes a Hybrid Theory roll, and they're going to try and capitalize on that turnover. Runner goes in foolishly. I believe that was Gingy who just went charge and busted in there. And T-Rain sat him down and said, Gingy, that's not how it works. I'm sorry, son. But not to be discouraged. Hybrid Theory is back at it again, playing very aggressively. Runner gets 1 stiff arm, has to drop back from T-Rain. He had a tank working on the far side and was going to create some opportunities for him, but the tank got taken out, and the runner is forced to drop back all the way into his spawn. Very quickly, though, on the counterattack, they've had all 3 tanks forward, they've still got 2. Vital Signs on their heels, scrambling to mount a defense against Hybrid Theory's oppressive hammer swings. They just cannot seem to drive these guys out of their defensive half. Vital Signs, again, had a great comeback last round. And here we go, Panther Lily on the track, created space for her teammates, and bought them some time, too, to hopefully settle down a bit. I want to give a huge shout out to Deadpool for being active in the chat box. You're awesome, Deadpool. Just saying. And of course, shout out to Craigosaur for winning the Stick of Truth, and for following Grifbrawl Hub on Twitter @Grifbrawl Hub. Here comes Big Al with his big sword, and does not unfortunately have a big kill. T-Rain and Lily. And here comes Big Al as well. They have got a triangle formation around the runner. Took out all of his defensive tanks, and now the runner is completely isolated. And good maneuver, fantastic kill by Big Al. Just did a, I don't even want to call that. Yes, Cal is waving at the TV. I don't think that's actually going to help the runner fly towards the goal, or otherwise. And Vital Signs is in trouble. That is 3 swords coming at you. That is not something I ever want to see. It makes me sad on the inside. And Vital Signs is going to try and capitalize on the counterattack while the rest of Hybrid Theory is respawning. And they've got 2 across. It's a great press. Can they get there? Oh, it gets popped up. Can he plant it? No! Somehow! It was Taylor Can. Taylor Can just destroyed all the hopes and dreams that Vital Signs had for that plant. Ooh. That stung a little, because I thought for sure he was going to be able to drag a toe and plant that. A fantastic defensive stand by Hybrid Theory. And Taylor Can is credited with the stop. Still in danger. Puts the ball up and it drops right on the halo. Hybrid Theory doing well to clear out runner, taking a risky punch, but it pays off. And is now pressing forward. He's got 1 tank with him, stutter stepping a bit and dropping back. Although despite giving up a lot of ground, even though not under pressure. All tanks flinging themselves forward into the fray, trying to create an opportunity, and this is looking pretty good for Hybrid Theory. Yep, there was just nothing Vital Signs could do once Hybrid Theory got in there. They had a wedge offensive. He was able to restrict the spawns to the opposite sides and said, "Hey, killers, just come right on in, buddy."
New ball spawn.
Here we go into match 4, and the ball is hit straight up. Come shooting down. Is Vital Signs going? Oh, it's so close. It's so tempting. Vital Signs, this is their chance. Can they do it? Yes! There they once again bring the quick equalizer, and it is 2-love right now. Vital Signs versus Hybrid Theory. This is quite the exciting match. Bless you, Cal. Bless you. So, thrills abound here in tonight's match. It is anybody's game. We're in the round 5, and the game is still very much undecided. Vital Signs come up with the tip-off, drops back, and shifts to the far side, and almost engages in combat, a mano a mano. Bless you, Cal. And he's on a straightaway. He was inspired by Cal's sneezing and launched himself forward into the defensive end of Hybrid Theory, but then decides that, you know, maybe we should wait for the tanks and let them do their thing. That's Amber and Michael tanking right in front. Goes for the matchmaking, jumps 1 tank, punches the 2nd tank. Oh, and it was Gingy who put that shenaniganry to bed. But it is not over yet. Vital Signs are able to grab it right off the spawn zone of Hybrid Theory. Although they weren't able to score, they were able to get that pass back to home base, and they maintained possession. So, fantastic fighting spirit by Vital Signs. So the runner, I can't quite make out who the runner is right now, but going in, dodging, weaving, trying to dupe 3 swords to not work out well for him, but you gotta admire the effort. So Big Al with the awesome kill. He has been a defensive nightmare so far for Hybrid Theory. His sword has been absolutely lethal and has been causing turnovers left and right. Although he almost coughed up the ball himself there, trying to get a little too punch happy. Strafing to the far side, he's got Panther Lily up top. She gets taken out, but not before making some room for him to scoot all the way to the opposite side. He's got a bit of a lane, especially with Hybrid Theory becoming very aggressive on the spawn. Just not the right timing. That is Gingy who takes down Big Al and forces yet another turnover this game. There you go, Vital Signs with possession, dropping back under pressure. Don't look at me like that, Cal. Don't judge me. Alright, we have an ambulance ball in the corner, and it is...
The enemy has dropped the
Cal, you don't know what an ambulance ball is? An ambulance ball is when it's a 50-50 ball, because two people coming at it from opposite ends, it's probably going to end up with people going to the hospital. So it's an ambulance ball. Vital Signs hanging tight right beneath the announcer booth here, making their way there. Amber and Michael going beast mode in the spawn, but Hybrid Theory shuts that down. Vital Signs won't quit though. That is Silent Viper who finally takes out Big Al, who was refusing to go quietly into the night. It is T-Rain now in the lead tank position. Runner gets a clutch stiff arm and is going crazy right down the side, and then passes the ball back to the opposite corner. A lot of space between Hybrid Theory. They're using space well, really thinning out Vital Signs' defense. And I think if they keep shifting the ball, they're going to be able to catch Vital Signs off foot on some uneven ground and out of position. Or they might consolidate their forces and try another wedge offensive, which has worked for them previously. And I think that's what we're about to get here. But that middle tank dies, and so does the wedge. And the runner is going to have to drop back beyond mid-court and into the spawn area just to avoid getting stabbed in the face. Lily's a guy? There's no way. That's what AJ's saying. I think Lily... Oops.
You just disagree with AJ.
I think Lily is a wonderful person regardless of his or her gender. So I'm just going to say that. And someone's talking about ice cream, and now I'm distracted. Hybrid Theory with possession. They get it off of a desperate pass, and there is Vital Signs tanks left in the dust. It's a great opportunity for Hybrid Theory. They had the numbers forward. They just could not make it happen there. Runner refusing to give up, trying to hang high and tight with the tanks. And that's usually a pretty good sign of a confident runner, is when they're not going to drop back too far. I believe that was Taylor Can with the ball, passes it off before he gets taken out. Now on the far side, Hybrid Theory once again trying to find a groove or some kind of chink in Vital Signs armor, because Vital Signs defense this round has been pretty spot on. A Hybrid Theory no slouches of their own with that epic stop right on the goal line. AJ is assuring me that Panther Lily is a guy. And the runner just kind of outruns 3 tanks. Is going to be stuck in a corner. That is Killer's legit. Passes it to me. He passes the ball to me. I'm so... Oh, well. I guess I can share. Here comes Hybrid Theory on the near side. They've got a really good positioning right now. They just got to clean it up. Just one more kill. The runner's got to hang tight. Oh, just could not do it. T-Rain was not able to get that last clutch kill that was needed to take the runner home. Runner now scrambling, having to switch the court entirely, bouncing off of T-Rain's hammer and stuck in a corner, able to somehow get the ball off regardless. And once again, Hybrid Theory is going to have to retreat and reset. Cal, are you asking somebody to be your Fanfanru? The runner coming in, trying to help his tank out, does so. Nice tag team work there by Hybrid Theory. Once again, with all 3 tanks forward, another great press they could have here. The gaping hole there is so tempting, but Vital Signs is able to... I feel like whatever I say is going to be really gross or nasty, so I'm just going to stop. Hybrid Theory had the ball on the far side of the court. Strafing near side, T-Rain being the main harasser at the moment, is taken out by the runner with a swift stiff arm to the face. All I'm reading is Goose does spank me. That's all I could read when I glanced at the chat box. Cal, I'm a little bit concerned about what's going on right now. Don't shmee. Because Hybrid Theory is on a tear. It could go all the... They could go on the really long way around to the goal plant and then decide that they don't actually want to go there. I think that's kind of how it's going. But they are still in it with a 2-2 tie. It is anybody's game. There's still a lot of Grifbrawl to play. Runner goes in, gets the stiff arm. Oh, the distracting tank on the far side just did not last long enough. Just a second or two more, and they might have been able to distract Vital Signs defense. But credit to Vital Signs, they sussed that out rather quickly. T-Rain flings the runner to the opposite side of the court and is off to chase him down. They run forward. They have two on the plant. Picked up and just like that. It was just that easy. That was Gingy with the plant. I could not quite see who was with the pass, but great heads up by play for Hybrid Theory, taking advantage of Vital Signs overcommitting their players to crash down on the runner. It is okay, I can't tell. There we go, finally we see the ball, and it was quite a bloodbath there at the beginning, as you know, we always like to see. And it is Vital Signs who come up with the point. And by point, I mean the tip-off. I don't know, maybe I'm predicting the future. Vital Signs has done very well to answer all of Hybrid Theory's points, and this is no exception. So that is T-Rain, the king, with a point up on the board for Vital Signs. So T-Rain, Big Al, and Amber Michael each have a point. And I guess what Vital Signs needs is the encouragement of Hybrid Theory to go up by a point, to be able to put their own points on the board. That's not going to work out too well for them. It'll be okay next round, but the round after that, you know. Come on, Vital Signs, assert your independence. Demonstrate your autonomy. Hybrid Theory win the tip-off. Are instantly under pressure from Vital Signs, but now they're on a brief counterattack, which kind of got hung up before it even got started. The runner choosing to hesitate and to hold back. Runner taking a break, I don't know, stretching his hammies a little bit, making sure he's good and loose to go forward. Still got a two-prong offensive helping him out, and we've got crouching? I believe we have crouching, yes. Crouching is being had. Everybody up, nope, and AJ just entered the game?
Why?
Cal, are we in charge of this? Cal, did you not lock the...
Me.
Alright. On that, everybody be sure to send Cal hate mail for not locking down the party. So I'm assuming that's what happened. Ah, c'est la vie. C'est Grifbrawl. And great heads-up play by Hybrid Theory. They really took advantage of where the runner was going to be, not where he was. Unfortunately, Vital Signs killed that pretty quickly. Vital Signs now with possession. Hey Goose, do the side thing. What side thing? Vital Signs forced a pass to the far side. That is T-Rain who has the ball. Dropping it behind Big Al. Big Al does well. He's, just got the edge angle-wise on the runner. But Vital Signs has all three tanks forward and are making a really good press for the Hybrid Theory's spawn point. They've just got to navigate a couple clutch kills. Runner gets one kill separated. Will he pass it to his teammate? He does, and his teammate, no! And clean up by Lily, no. Oh my gosh, heartbreak for Vital Signs. That was so close.
I told them that you have to read it, favorite tag that's really terrible. You side like it.
I'm trying to think of what Kif's size like.
Yeah. Saffron is my too short.
Well, I think he goes. Either way, so close for Vital Signs. That was a bit of a heartbreaker there. Hybrid Theory clean up after it and are looking to extend their lead, continuing this back and forth pattern of them taking the lead and Vital Signs equalizing. I'm sure if Hybrid Theory would be just fine if that pattern were to continue. Ball is free in that far corner. Silent Viper is on a killing spree. It looks like they're trying to set up. Oh, at first I thought they were maybe trying to set up some kind of launch, but no, it was just the tanks doing their dancing, their water dancing, so to speak. And it is Lily who presses the runner back, gets into a tangle right away, but does his and or her duty to slow things up for the teammates. Hybrid Theory with possession right on top of their own Halo. What count?
Signs and Vital.
Don't say that. You're gonna confuse. You're gonna confuse me. The game definitely seems to have slowed down a bit, although the runner just decided to run in and get popped straight up with no shields. He has to pass to the center. And gonna use this near side to try and, well, hold up. Just survive at the moment under pressure from Big Al. And now T-Rain, and you know, everybody from Vital Signs is there. They've all come to the party. They all want Hybrid Theory to share the ball, but Hybrid Theory says no. And while Vital Signs responds, Hybrid Theory makes a bit of a run for it, but decides to stop and pitch forward. Heads-up play, but the space just wasn't there. That might... I like the play, but I don't think the timing was quite right on that. Still need to take care of that defender beforehand. But a great idea, great ingenuity from Hybrid Theory. Love to see that creativity. Vital Signs sizing up the opposition. It's got two tanks in, but it was cut off by one. That's so frustrating. So it's Amber and Michael tanking for her runner. And here comes T-Rain, who betrays Amber and Michael. And the runner just splits the defense. It was a 7-time split. And just like that, Vital Signs takes the lead for the first time in this game. And that means that everybody on that team got... Well, I guess that Vital Signs gets the Care Bear Award for this game. It's not an actual award, but it's a way to talk about how the fact that everybody on their team has a point. Because sharing is caring. So congrats to Vital Signs for spreading the love. And we've got more knees being taken. Somebody was a little bit laggy getting onto the court. Tense, anxious moments. Okay, they're just gonna let the ball reset. That is some quality sportsmanship right there, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we want to see. You know, you don't see Grifballers biting other Grifballers, you know, or taking dives. That's how sports should be played. Alright, ball reset, and it is game on. It is Hybrid Theory's game to lose. They were doing so well and domineering and leading the point differential each time, but Vital Signs has rallied and are looking to put this game away. Now keep in mind that Hybrid Theory is 9-3 and Vital Signs is 4-6. So a Vital Signs win would be a bit of an upset. So if you're voting for the underdogs, you're going to want to go with Vital Signs. If you're voting for the establishment, you'll want to cheer for Hybrid Theory. The best Grifball Halo game? I would have to go with Halo 3. But I'm probably horribly biased. Halo 4 is a lot of fun too. Without a doubt, Reach is last. I can say that. Yeah. I can.
Dash.
I know you love Dash, sweetie. I know you love Dash. I'm getting clarification. They are 4 and 7. So thank you for the fact checking. Ah. So yes, it would be an upset if Vital Signs were to pull out a win here over Hybrid Theory. But on Grifbrawl, anything is possible. You never know who is going to beat somebody else unless the Ways and Means Committee is playing, and then you know that the Ways and Means Committee is going to lose because, you know, there's just some things that are tradition. And what are we if we don't hold our traditions? We're just animals. What about Hybrid Signs and Vital Theory? No. Please no. I'm wrong, Birkin? Alright, Hybrid Theory is a little bit more conservative now, knowing that just one more point and Vital Signs will pull this upset out from under them and upset the balance in the force. A lot of back and forth Grifbrawl. Can get like that sometimes when teams are especially trying to stay alive. And the runner is in trouble. It's got 3 tanks descending upon him. Somehow just outran 3 of them and had a teammate in the spawn. Conservatively chose to pass the ball backwards, but again, Hybrid Theory trying to lure Vital Signs into an overcommitted position where passing would be a benefit, where passing would be effective. Okay, it looks like we have some questions in the chat box. What will Grifbrawl look like in 10 years? It will... Well, hopefully in 10 years we'll have the virtual reality tech so I can play Grifbrawl on like an Oculus Rift or Google Glass kind of thing, so I can call it exercise. That would be really cool. That's what I would love to see. And where will we be in 10 years? I'm gonna be dead. I don't know about anybody else. And just like that, it's a 4-4 game. Gingy putting up 2 points, Taylor Can has 1, and Killers Legit has 1. It is 4-all, sudden death. My favorite kind of Grifbrawl.
Ricochet.
Alright, so it all comes down to this. The big enchilada. All the marbles. The whole taquito. The entire taco. And any other quantities of delicious, delicious Mexican food. Hybrid Theory making a strong play. They've got 2 people in the box. In the 18-yard area, but it is Vital Signs. No, the ball is free right beneath the announcer's booth. Hybrid Theory are going to pick it up once again, but the tanks who had camped out in the spawn are gone, and he's going to have to drop back to seize his life. But Hybrid Theory will not be deterred. Runner to the stutter step, gets a whiff on Amber and Michael, and his tanks are doing work. I think we might see, it's very possible, you got 2 across. No, somehow Vital Signs pushes back and they refute Hybrid Theory. I thought nearly for sure that Hybrid Theory was going to be able to take that home, but hats off to Vital Signs for their staunch and stalwart defending. So if you are just joining us, you have picked the perfect time for Wednesday Night Grifbrawl. This is our second game of the match. These are our pro teams, and we are in a 4-4 tie. That was T-Rain to King who just got the kill, forced a turnover. It was picked up by Panther Lily who passes the ball back even further, back to T-Rain, and T-Rain gets in a tussle right on top of his plant. It's Amber and Michael who's going to pick the ball up now, and Vital Signs is going to hopefully slow this game down a bit for them, get control, and then get that final point to make the upset real, to make the comeback real. That is Amber and Michael with a pass to T-Rain, who lets it roll. T-Rain tracks it down, and now on the far side, Vital Signs is making a play for the plant. Amber and Michael has a good couple tanking sprees there. Now there's Big Al and Lily up top. Runner goes in, gets one stiff arm, is in danger. The tank almost lost sight of him, but then came back around. Here comes Amber and Michael, who fantastic awareness to pick it up, get popped straight up in the air, and not only just pass it back, but pass it back and pinpoint accuracy to her teammate. So, well played by Vital Signs. Not quite the result they wanted, but a very heads up and accurate play from this team. Again, if you're rooting for the underdogs, you're going to want to cheer on Vital Signs. If you are cheering for the big guys, you're going to want Hybrid Theory. Vital Signs just running in and out, dodging and weaving around all the Hybrid Theory tanks. They're definitely feeling a bit more aggressive than they have in the past game, and I guess maybe that goal has given them confidence. And the ball is free. A turnover force. Hybrid Theory now have it, so Vital Signs once again are going to have to be on the defensive. Dangerous pass with T-Rain lurking right on the plant. Hybrid Theory still, though, come away. All right. They've still got everything going together. They've got tanks forward. They've got the runner forward. They can see the plants. It gets one stiff arm. Oh, it was Big Al. It was Big Al who scared away the runner. But it's not going to wait for long. Oh, actually, they've all respawned, and that gave them just enough time. Just enough time to squeak away. Hybrid Theory hiding in his own halo, trying to wait for his tanks to do their thing and swing their hammers and lead him to glorious, glorious victory. Now practicing the Rally Fox school of running, where he moves a couple feet and then stops, and then moves and then stops. T-Rain on the threat. On the far side, that's Big Al, followed in behind by, or boot, if you can see that tag, is Amber and Michael. But now T-Rain is left in the spawn, and it is all hands on deck for Hybrid Theory as they crash into the Vital Signs goal. The Vital Signs has just become a brick wall, and nothing that Hybrid Theory has thrown at them this round has been able to shake them. Hybrid Theory are staying in it. Runner gets one clutch stiff arm, gets a double to stay alive and keep the dream alive. Pressing forward. Awkward spawn for Vital Signs as they were on the opposite side of the plant. Runner staying high and tight. The tank up top, who is doing quite the work. I think that was Gingy, actually, who was there, holding steady, holding the line, so that they don't have to give up unnecessary space, kind of like this, where they're dropping back and having to give up space that they're just going to have to reclaim later. Lily on runner attack, tracing him across the plant. Now it's only Big Al left to challenge Hybrid Theory. Big Al gets through one defender and he forces the turnover. Deep in enemy territory, he is 1-on-4, throws the ball as a pass, but it's intercepted. Hybrid Theories, that was Gingy who just snatched the ball straight out of the air. He passes it, but it's not a solid pass, and even though he just had that fantastic play, Gingy ends up turning the ball over on either a miscommunication or just a bad throw. So it is Vital Signs once again on the warpath, looking to put this to bed. Vital Signs in a lot of trouble. Dangerous maneuver right there on the plant. Running through your halo under pressure is what makes me nauseous. And gets taken out. Gingy from behind, a sword like a laser beam. He just locked in on that, and it was game over. Hybrid Theory once again with possession, passing the ball back, trying to, once again they've got 3 tanks behind him. Can he just make a run for it? Here comes T-Rain. As the kind of the last stand, does well to delay Hybrid Theories. Gingy just long enough, allowing Vital Signs. Holy shit! What a lunge! There are swords all over the place. Lily crashing down on the runner and somehow just escaping. Amber and Michael goes for the stabby, but is met with a punchy. And whew, I'm getting tired. These teams must be exhausted by now because this last round has been nothing but full tilt action all the time. Gingy passing the ball far back again. No particular intended receiver, and it's going to be T-Rain who meets the runner there, stabs him in the face. The ball takes a roll right towards us. Amber and Michael has it. Big Al steps in to intercept any little TIE fighters that might be trying to shoot her way. And once again, she is going to be in some trouble. Big Al stepping up to the plate. And now we have all hands on deck for Vital Signs as they fight back against the red curtain of Hybrid Theory's defense. They've got 2 tanks forward. They might be able to, never mind. That was not me making a choking sound. That was Ellie making, that's Ellie making choking sounds. So, really, it's the dog. You know, kind of like the dog ate my homework. The dog did my commentary.
Joking.
Once again, Big Al got himself into a really good position, but it looks like Amber and Michael just passed back way too soon, and not to anybody. Lots of time and space lost on that maneuver. And Vital Signs is going to have to just start from scratch again. Both these teams working so hard to get that final goal. I mean, it's sudden death, and all those other rounds don't even matter. It is all about this last plant. And Vital Signs, if they win, it will be an upset. If Hybrid Theory wins, it will continue to solidify their dominance in the pro circuit. Runner gets in, takes advantage of an unwary tank, goes in, goes to the second stiff arms, popped up right into the face of a third tank, somehow survives, and now has T-Rain and Amber and Michael up top trying to help him. Now just T-Rain. T-Rain gets a fantastic double. Runner's going for it. He gets 1 stiff arm. He goes for the second. No! Denied. Taylor Can shut him down again. That's the second epic stop Taylor Can has had this evening. Not that you ever want to have epic stops, but it's better to have them than not. And that was an unusual ball from T-Rain. That was dangerous. He passed it was like a cheeky little flick back to his teammates by splitting the Hybrid Theory, but it was almost ruinous for Vital Signs. But somehow they endure, and they are continuing to survive. The ball is free on the far side of the court. It is up for grabs. The ball has just gotten spiked. And Hybrid Theory, who will get there first? Vital Signs, Hybrid Theory, it's hard to tell. It is Hybrid Theory who come up with the ball. Can they do anything with it, though? There is T-Rain challenging Taylor Can. Taylor Can's able to pass the ball. But again, the pinpoint passing is not there. And it's wasting a lot of time that these teams need to get their counterattack going. Hybrid Theory trapped in their own spawn area. T-Rain tangoing with the runner. He's got 1 tank in between him, and here comes Lily to cut off the escape route. Runner is completely isolated from all of his tanks, but Amber Michael decides to go after the encroaching tank rather than focus her efforts on the runner. It was a smart decision, but here comes Hybrid Theory. Oh, that was dangerously close. Runner saw the lane, but knew it would not hold up. Now it's T-Rain chasing the runner across the halo, and the runner rounding the corner, coming up mid-court on the far side, passes back, and once again just going up on around that far side, trying to find some kind of crack in Vital Signs defense. Great tanking press there. 3 members of Vital Signs just went up in smoke, just like that. And we've got Hybrid Theory with a 2-man press plus the runner, but everybody on Vital Signs has dug back in and is in position. Hybrid Theory continuing to battle through it. He's got 1 tank in front of him, trying his best to just outmaneuver Vital Signs tanks. The runner not necessarily going for the kills, but to outwit, outlast, and outplay Vital Signs. Ow! That was an explosion of that. Yeah, that was painful to watch, but Hybrid Theory does well to recover. That's, I believe, Gingy on the recovery. But another bad pass from Gingy, and it's going to lead to a bunch of chaos. Hybrid Theory very lucky that that did not end poorly for them. That was dangerous, and you start to wonder this late in the game, are these teams getting tired? Are they making mistakes because of fatigue? It's very possible. People don't really think about, you know, a competitive gaming like this being mentally stressful, but after 30-40 minutes, you get tired, you make mistakes, you get sloppy, and it really can come down to which team can endure more than the other. Which team can make fewer mistakes. Vital Signs collecting themselves on the far side of the court. That is Big Al, and taken out. The runner is all alone. He's got Amber and Michael in the center. She looks to come towards him, but decides to not. Great pass. It looked like it was going to be overshot. Hybrid Theory was in a predicament with their tanks overcommitted. Vital Signs, though, just not quite as accurate as they needed to be, or not communicative as they needed to be to make that happen. And they are forced back into their spawn. Vital Signs holding steady. Once again, it is the 1 point wins. 1 point takes it all, and by all I mean at least this game. Runner just slips in there, gets a stiff arm, dangerous maneuver. Not so much because of the other team, but because his own teammate almost murdered him, and that's Amber and Michael in the spawn. Runner sees it and just can't resist. The ball's tumbling around right on the plant. No! Denied! A Taylor can again! That is thrice that Vital Signs has been denied by the Taylor can. That is some phenomenal defense. I mean, great team effort by Hybrid Theory, but Taylor Can's name is the one that keeps flashing up. Here comes Vital Signs with the press, Runner hanging high and tight. Betrayal right on the plants. Unfortunate for Hybrid Theory, but lucky for them that they did not end up in a worse situation than that. Vital Signs once again pressing strongly against the brand. Double kill by T-Rain. Will that be enough? Lily comes in. No! Runner gets bounced out. Is there nothing that Vital Signs can do to end this game in a positive way for them? They have been so close so many times. How many more times can Hybrid Theory pull off an epic save like that? Vital Signs pass to themselves under pressure on the pad and is now in trouble in a 2-on-1 situation, tracing back across the halo, trying to get some running room for his teammates. We got Big Al on the near side. Does well. Big Al continues to tank forward. That is T-Rain now taking his spot. And all of them are rejected by Hybrid Theory. So the runner is forced to drop back and try again. And that, believe me, gets incredibly tiring and oh my god! Taylor Can! Who else? Taylor Can with the murder on the plant. Somehow coming up big for Hybrid Theory. Killer's running, jumping, passing, and here comes Hybrid Theory. They have worked very hard to get the ball back, so we'll see what they have in store and what they can do to maybe put this game to bed. And I just keep saying that because I really want to go to bed. But this is just too exciting. Runner stays high. He's got one tank still with him. It is 1 versus 3, and the numbers were not with Hybrid Theory on that press, which is unfortunate for them, because that was a very good-looking attack. Runner dropping back once again, crosses Halo to far side. I'm trying to see who that is. I can't quite tell, but it is. I think that might be Viper. But we have all 3 tanks forward for Hybrid Theory. This could be it. Runner goes in, does a little twirl around Amber and Michael. She slays him, but not before he can get the ball to safety. Hybrid Theory still with the ball. Hanging on that far side, trying to figure out some kind of strategy or maneuver to outwit Vital Signs, because these two teams have been so evenly matched. It's really just been a back and forth all game, very evenly played, a very, very exciting match to watch. So if you are out there in Twitch land, enjoy this quality spectacle of Grifbrawl, because this is really the best you're gonna see in the world. And I have no problem saying that, because the players that play here are the best Grifbrawlers in the world. Kind of feel like we need a group hug or something right now, but there's no hugging in Grifbrawl. Or no, there's no crying in Grifbrawl. There are lots of hugs. Hybrid Theory in problems. Killer's legit in trouble. Passes the ball to far side to safety. He's got one with him, and there are 2 coming on the far side. Are they looking to set up some kind of shenaniganry? There are 2 of them coming center court, and 2 on the other side. They are kind of closing down on Vital Signs from all angles. Vital Sign cleans up their blind side actually relatively quickly. And now it's just the runner who goes in, gets a stiff arm on Amber, and Michael has tons of room to run and elects to drop back behind his tanks and to the safety of their hammer swings. But it is Lily who is denying that. Sword out. She is hunting with a, or he is hunting with a vengeance. Ball pass, near side. Runner has got one tank with him. Just one good push is all that's needed from either of these teams, but the defensive stands have just been phenomenal tonight. Especially Taylor Can. I don't know if you can make an argument for anybody else to be player of the match. Obviously, I'll take a look at the stats after the game, but you know, every single time a big play has come up on defense or in terms of getting the ball turned over, Taylor Can's name has been attached to that. So even if you don't get the most points on the board or the most kills or the best KD spread, it's intangibles like that that really make a player a crucial part of a team. Miscommunicated pass right there, and it is T-Rain and Taylor Can in a scrum in that back corner. Hybrid Theory come out the victor. Again, another just dangerous little pass right into the halo. But so far for Hybrid Theory, you know, it has been working. Runner gets a stiff arm. He's got two tanks forward. He has to maintain that patience, which is so hard when you've been playing for this long. Has to drop back. He's got one player in the center. His escort to epic lunge by Big Al, forcing the turnover. He sees the goal. He wants the goal. He breathes the goal. He gets popped a goal. He lands and he plants! And he plants! What an end! What a heartbreaking end to this game for Hybrid Theory. That was... what a stick. That... well done, Big Al. Well done, sir. So your victors, Vital Signs, they come away victorious, and in a most unlikely fashion, they take it home. So Vital Signs with the upset over Hybrid Theory. So T-Rain to King at 3,445, Big Al at 2,300, Amber and Michael at 2,295, and Panther Lily at 2,185. Gingy led the crew at 3860, Silent Viper at 3720, Taylor Can at 2715, and Killers Legit at 2240. So you can see that lots of assists, lots of goals. There is stuff all over the place. One defense for T-Rain, two for Big Al, two for Gingy, three for Taylor Can, and two for Killers. There were two interceptions, one from Big Al and one from Gingy. KD-wise, T-Rain was positive 21. Big Al was negative 53, Amber and Michael negative 27, and Panther Lily negative 84. Gingy was positive 50, Viper positive 44, Taylor Can positive 20, and Killers Legit negative 31. So a really skewed KD spread, and not in the way that you would imagine. So KD definitely going in favor of Hybrid Theory, but Vital Signs still manages to pull it out. And of course, that 48 minutes. You know, there were a couple breaks in there due to lagging connection issues, but this was a solid 40-plus minute match, which is absolutely exhausting. And yes, Deadpool, we can go to bed now. We can all finally go get some sleep and relax and enjoy the fact that we had 3 hours of amazing Wednesday night Grifbrawl coverage and a lot of fun to commentate. I hope everybody in the chat box had as much fun, if not more fun, than I did tonight. This was a fantastic display of Grifball prowess and skill and stamina that these gentlemen and ladies have shown for us tonight. So as always, thank you so much to the teams for coming out and giving a great performance. Thank you to everybody in the chat box for being here to support the teams, support the hub, support Grifball in general. Again, if you are in Austin next week for RTX, please come by. We've got a booth. We're going to have playable Grifball on LAN. We've got a Grifball tournament. We've got a Grifball panel. We have mountains of swag to give you for free. We have items that you can buy. And, of course, all the proceeds go to helping the site run, you know, server costs and things like that. Follow us on Twitter if you want a chance to win the Fighter Within Xbox One copy. We will be sending tweets out about that very soon, so follow us on @Grifball Hub. And as always, check out Grifball Hub, the homepage, for all your griffing and balling news. Follow us here on twitch.tv/GrifballHub. And Night Spank, Deadpool, I feel like there are things that should maybe be inside thoughts. Like really, really inside thoughts. And all right, so that's it. Thank you all for coming out. Please tune in with us tomorrow night for the Grifball Hubcast, right here live on twitch.tv/Grifball Hub. We'll be talking all things Grifball, RTX, Master Chief Collection, you name it, we'll probably talk about it, and even some more things on that. So, good night, everybody.
Thanks for tuning in to Wednesday Night Grifbrawl. For more Grifball action, visit grifballhub.com for the latest in Grifball news, entertainment, and events.